Mi ariyo hono, me llamo Rosa, and welcome to my channel on your tube. Is there a difference between witch doctors and naturopathic doctors? You tell me. I don't speak for you. I speak for the trees. Witch doctor, a healer or benevolent worker of magic in a non-literate society. The term originated in England in the 18th century and is generally considered to be pejorative and anthropologically inaccurate. Medicine man, a member of an indigenous society who is knowledgeable about the magical and chemical potencies of various substances, medicines, and skilled in the rituals through which they are administered. Despite the term's nomenclature, women perform this function in many societies. Turtle Island, the indigenous name for the North American continent, is a land steeped in ancient wisdom, where the rhythms of nature have long dictated the pulse of human life and healing. For millennia, the diverse indigenous nations of this land have cultivated sophisticated systems of traditional medicine that transcend mere physical ailments, embracing a profound holistic philosophy that interconnects body, mind, spirit, community, and the natural world. Shaman, a person believed to achieve various powers through trance or ecstatic religious experience. Although shamans' repertoires vary from one culture to the next, they are typically thought to have the ability to heal the sick, to communicate with the other world, and often to escort the souls of the dead to that other world. Curanderas are women with special knowledge of herbs, household remedies, human health, and faith, trusted with childbirth and to treat real and imagined maladies, particularly where medical doctors and clinics are scarce. A system of spiritual folk healing that is popular in Mexican and Latin American communities. Often highly respected women of the community use what works best according to their personal experience or that of their local community. Espiritismo, a 19th century philosophical practice originally from Europe and practiced in Puerto Rico that consisted of calling the spirits to ask for help, communicating and administering healing via spirits. It's another indigenous traditional healing practice that colonizers call witchcraft. They looked at people with more skills and knowledge than their own, got insecure, and told everyone they're crazy witch doctors. They claim Tainos are extinct, and yet so many of us have Taino features, traditions, language. The entire cultura is Taino. Naturopathic doctors, educated and trained in accredited naturopathic medical colleges. They diagnose, prevent, and treat acute and chronic illness to restore and establish optimal health by supporting the person's inherent self-healing process. Rather than just suppressing symptoms, naturopathic doctors work to identify underlying causes of illness and develop personalized treatment plans to address them. Western Enlightenment. In 1825, visitors to St. George's Hospital in London found mushrooms and maggots flourishing in the wet, filthy blankets of a patient. In the early 1800s, the mortality rate for admitted patients in their hospitals was 3 to 5 times greater than individuals treated at home. It took until the late 1800s for European healthcare standards to accept and include cleanliness and hygiene. We learn about this as a historical, world-changing discovery, and yet there's evidence of people who recognize the need for hand washing and excellent hygiene in medicine as early as 1199. The year 1199. You ever seen that year? Henry Linhaler, the first integrators, advanced a science-based alternative to the American medical profession of the 20th century. Their alternative philosophy was largely based on the work of 3 earlier pioneers: Dr. Henry Linhaler, Dr. Bill Snooze, and Dr. Walter White. All medical doctors and one meth dealer. Mr. White, what are you doing here? This white man belonged to a minority in a Eurocentric world, and I believe that is why he is credited as the founder of naturopathic medicine. His ability to stand against the leaders in his field inspired others from similar backgrounds to follow suit, resulting in the reconstruction of traditionally indigenous beliefs. Modern Western medicine was highly influenced by his texts, and I wonder how different society would be if indigenous tribes were treated with similar reverence. My great-grandmother was 18 years old when his book was first published in 1913. Her only form of healthcare was naturopathic medicine, except it's always been called curanderismo. She gave birth to 9 kids with a partera. I wear her ring on my finger. My grandfather remembers la curandera stopping by houses doing house calls with a medicine bag full of tinctures and herbs, leaves. Meanwhile, this dude was like, did you know that if you get fresh air, your body is better? Like, you feel better when you go outside and you touch grass. Did you know that? Did you know that when you touch grass, you feel better? Did you know that when you think, your body responds? Did you know that everything's connected? Yeah, man. Look around. My opinion, witch doctor is a derogatory label Western culture has assigned to indigenous healers, spiritual leaders, medicine men, shamans, traditional herbalists, virus, etc. These sick dogs went around conquering land, spreading disease to healthy populations, and shitting on our healthcare systems because we washed our hands before treating your wounds. You asked us for help and you got mad at the way that we help you. I say we as in Taino, but also we as in like the royal we. I don't know, man. Place and language of origin seems to decide which label is assigned. Naturopathic medicine, traditional healing. Botanical medicine, herbalism. Dietary modifications, nutritional guidance. Physical manipulation, massage alignment. Coping skills, rituals. Orthomolecular therapy, vitamins and supplements. Referrals to specialists, recommends available resources. Personalized treatments, community-specific treatments. Homeostasis, balance and harmony. Biopsychosocial model, interconnectedness. Behavioral therapy, ancestral advice. Death doula, espiritista or shaman. Birth doula, partera. Medical practitioner, curandera. Natural remedies, herbs and foods. Science, spirits or magic. Expensive, affordable. Inaccessible, accessible. Exclusive, inclusive. Recent discoveries, ancient wisdom. Eurocentric, indigenous. It's just the same thing, different words. Same everything. The only difference is that white supremacy exists and imperialism. Colonial imperialism, where the Spanish, the French, and the English just started like racing to see who could own the entire world first, because all they can think of is conquer, conquer, conquer. Listen, the fact that these people judged the entire world, they called the people, Henry Lindhor said that uncivilized societies are cancer-free. And he went, maybe I should copy paste because I died at 62. My great grandmother, a different one, the other one on the other, and you know, there's a multiple. My great grandmother, she left this plane a few years ago, and we don't know her real age because at that time the birth certificate was whenever you went from the mountain to into the main city, and that was like a couple years. You know, you're not really like, it's no rush. You can guesstimate how old they are, what year they were born, etc. Anyways, stories from my elders. Mis abuelos are in their late 90s and have stories of their local curanderas y parteras. Most of my elders have these stories, including when Tío Abuelo dislocated his arm as a kid. La curandera was scolding him for climbing trees recklessly. At the same time, she was swiftly popping the joint back into place and wrapped it with leaves covered in a fragrant paste. He tried leaving as soon as she was done, rushing to go back home, but she pulled him back to pray over him. He said during this prayer, which was a few minutes, his panicked sense of urgency had calmed down and he was able to walk away feeling more grounded. That's what he told me. This man is like 83, an 83-year-old. Neo-naturopathic translation. The naturopathic clinician used the biopsychosocial model to treat the patient and prevent further injuries. She distracted the child from pain associated with the biomechanical treatment, used herbal remedies to reduce inflammation while keeping the joint in place, and ended the entire traumatic event with mindfulness-based stress-relieving techniques to regulate emotions after a traumatic injury. My educated guess, she likely knew his family history and distracted him with intense maternal energy that set social boundaries while fostering a safe relationship within their shared community. Stern behavioral corrections followed by co-regulation and positive language. Dare I say, gentle parenting? Gentle parenting in the early 1900s? Before a white lady said something online? I'm sorry, I don't have no beef against, I don't know who discovered that. I only have beef against the Lindhors. Traditional medicines of Turtle Island. Looking ahead, the future of traditional medicines on Turtle Island is one of renewed strength and profound significance. It involves protecting sacred lands where medicinal plants grow, ensuring biodiversity, supporting the transmission of knowledge to youth, and fostering an environment where indigenous peoples can freely practice and benefit from their ancestral healing ways. These medicines are not just about treating illness. They are about maintaining a way of life, a deep spiritual connection to the land, and a robust cultural identity. In a world increasingly seeking holistic solutions to complex problems, the ancient wisdom of Turtle Island offers a timeless blueprint for health and harmony. It reminds us that true wellness stems from balance. Balance within ourselves, with our communities, and with the earth itself. The enduring spirit of traditional indigenous medicine stands as a powerful testament to resilience, wisdom, and the unbreakable bond between humanity and the natural world, continuing to guide a path to wellness that is as relevant and vital today as it has been for millennia. So let me know down in the comments below what you think about indigenous healers and Western doctors. How has Western biomedicine treated you? I'm definitely going to be making a video about how it's treated me. Do you have any experience with traditional medicine? Have you heard any oral storytelling from your elders describing their direct experience with traditional medicine? Definitely ask them sooner rather than later. I can tell you from my personal experience, it's better to do it when they're 80 than when they're 90, you know? Ask them, write it down, record them, because we know they're not going to write it down, and brains are not forever, bro. So let me know what your experience has been. I will eventually let you know what my experience has been. It's just a lot. Anyways, I have a source list. I'm going to put a visual source list. I have one that you can like interact with on the Patreon if you want to check that out. No pressure, but YouTube won't let me. I don't know. Do you think they'll banish me for talking shit about them? Don't you love the way dystopia has just made us all paranoid? Yay! Won't let me have certain features as a creator, is what they say, until I do one of three things. The first one is give them my ID so I can add links in the description. I gotta show them my ID. Or record my face for 6 seconds. And then the third option is wait 2 months. And based off of the way that you use YouTube for the next 2 months, they'll decide if you're a human or not. I don't even know, like, because they're not even like, hey, are you old enough? Because I could rant about this forever. But just all that to say, that's the only reason why there's no sources in the descriptions, is because they literally won't let me unless I give them my legal identification. So we're all just gonna have to wait 2 months. Fuck YouTube. Huh? Who said that? Anyways, big shout out to Indian Reservation for that beautiful article that they wrote late last year. Definitely check it out. And then also, if you don't feel like reading the entire paper written about curanderismo and the prevalence of traditional healing in the context of Western medicine, I will link. I don't know if I can link it. Well, go look. You go look, because I read it for you out loud. So check out that video if you want to have somebody read to you. Let me know what you think about it, because I've never edited it before. I mean, like I did in high school, which was like yesterday. Haha, I'm so young.
It's time to stop!
Like the video if you learned something. Subscribe if you want to vibe with us. There's 5 of us.
Yes!
Leave a comment because I told you to. I hope you have a great day. Remember that we keep us safe and knowledge is free.